Now let's go to question number 31. Question number 31. Based on the given and case involved in the figure, which law will apply to solve for angle S? Okay, is it A, law of sine, B, law of cosine, C, Pythagorean theorem, or D, sum of angles of a triangle? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, math learners, so what is given here? We have an angle and its opposite. Of course, we already know that we can apply the law of sine here, and this is an oblique triangle, so Pythagorean theorem is not applicable, and we are having a insufficient given for angles in order for us to use the sum of angles of a triangle, so this is also wrong. So of course, this is an example of a pair of angle and its opposite, so therefore we can apply the law of sines. Alright, the correct answer is letter A. Now let us go to question number 32. Analyze the figure given and identify which of the following equation is appropriate to use to find the value of angle S. Okay, so we already established earlier that we can apply the law of sine. Okay, is it A, 53 over sine S is equal to sine 115 over 83? B, sine 115 over 53 is equal to sine S over 83? C, 83 over 53 is equal to sine U over sine S? D, sine S over 53 is equal to sine 115 degrees or 115 degrees over 83. Now, I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, in order for us to know, first things first, when you are making a pair, it should always be parallel. Okay, so when you start with the sine theta, the next fraction should always be following that scenario, that direction, so sine theta. So letter A is already wrong because it started with the value and then on the next part, it started with the sine theta. So this is wrong. We have here, okay, so how about this one? This is also wrong because it doesn't follow the sine law. Okay, now we have here 2 given. Now, in order for you to really understand this one, you can make your own sine pairing. Okay, so the law of sine here, so we can have sine 115 and 83, so that is sine 115 over 83 because they are the pair. And then for this one, 53 here, so in order to get 53, so the 53 should also be below, so we have the opposite of 53, that is sine S, so that is sine S. So do we have an example like that? Okay, so this is interchanging, so this is wrong. How about this one? Sine S over 53, okay, correct. Sine 115 over 83, this is also correct. So therefore, we already have our answer for this question, and that is letter D. Alright, now I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. Now let us go to question number 33. Question number 33, find the measurement of, okay, so let's just leave this pairing here so that you can have an easier way to solve this one. So finding the value of angle S, so this one. Alright, so is it A, 35.63 degrees, B, 35.36 degrees, C, 36.35 degrees, or letter D, 36.36 degrees? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, math learners, in order for you to answer and to get the value of S, you just apply this law of sine here. Okay, so how do we do this one? So you just apply the calculator, sine 115 multiplied by the cross, which is 53, and then divide it by 83. Okay, so I'll just show you in the calculator how to do that one. So that is 115, and then you get the sine value of that. All right, and then you multiply it by 53, which is the counterpart. Okay, this one, and then you get the equals. And then after that, once you multiply this one, you divide it by 83. So you divide it by 83 and you get equals. So you have now the 0.5787, but this value is the sine S. We are finding the value of angle S here, so you get the inverse of sine. So in order to do that, you just follow the second floor, that's sine -1. Okay, so you just click that one, and then you have 35.36. Do we have that in our choices? 35. Okay, letter B. So that is letter B. So therefore, the correct answer for this one is letter B. Alright, we are correct, my dear math learner. Now, let us go to question number 34. Question number 34. A triangular playground has side of lengths 46, 53, and 83. Identify what case and appropriate law must be applied to find the measure of each angle. Is it A, SAS case and sine law, B, SAS case and cosine law, C, SSS case and cosine law, or D, SSS case and sine law. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, math learners, this is very easy because the given here are sides. So that is 46, 53, and 83. So that is SSS. So letter A and letter B are already wrong. Now, how do we use the law if there is an SSS case? Remember that SSS case is only applied for the law of cosine or cosine law. So letter C is our correct answer. Alright, easy, right? Now, let us go to question number 35. Question number 35. Milton M and Lara L take different paths to reach the rest house R in the mountaintop. Milton took the path whose angle of elevation measures 35 degrees, while Lara took the path who is 20 meters closer on a straight length path, but the angle of elevation measures 45 degrees. Determine which illustration is correct. Okay, is it A, this one, B, this one, C, this one, or D, this one? Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, now let us check here. Our R is the mountaintop, so this R, and R, that is correct. Milton and Lara, so that is Milton and Lara, okay, that is correct. How about the measures of angle of elevation for Milton? So that is 35 degrees. So here, it is 45, so letter A is wrong. Here, letter B, 45, letter B is also wrong. Okay, C, we have 35, D, we also have 35. Okay, so this is correct. So, which among the two remaining? So another statement is given. Lara took the path who is 20 meters closer. Okay, so 20 meters closer, which talks about Milton. So the difference between Lara and Milton is 20 meters. So this is the correct answer. Letter D. Alright, so let's check whether we are correct. Yes, we are correct, my dear math learner. I hope that is clear to you. Alright, so now let us go to question number 36. Okay, the same scenario, but the question now is, which question is correct to find the distance between the rest house and Milton? Okay, is it A, sine 135 degrees over MR is equal to sine 10 over 20, B, sine 45 over sine 35 is equal to MR over 20, C, sine 5 over MR is equal to sine 35 over 20, or D, MR over sine 45 is equal to sine 35 over 20. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, now let's just go back to our rule that when you make the pairing, it should always be parallel. So, as you can see, sine, it could be this one. Sine, MR, no, that's not the right pair, so this is wrong. Sine, that may be correct. How about this one? Okay, this is wrong. So, we only have 2 solutions now that can be the correct answer for our scenario. Now, if we consider the drawing earlier, let's just show that one. Now, if we consider the drawing earlier, let's just show that one. So, we have here the given, right? This is the given oblique triangle. So, if this is 35 and this is 45, the linear pair of that one is 135. So, we are finding the measurement of MR here. So, 135 could be paired to MR. Okay, so let's go back. This is already wrong. 135 could be paired to MR. So this is the correct answer, my dear math learners, because it is not 5 but 135. Alright, we are correct, my dear math learners. So that's just it. If you know how to pair them, okay? So by just doing so, by just using the correct pair, you can already guess and get the correct and probable answer for this question. Now, let us go to question number 37. Okay, Milton, Lara, still the same, but the question right now is, how far does Milton will travel to reach? Okay, so now we are talking about the measurement of MR. Is it A, 27 meters, B, 35 meters, C, 49 meters, or letter D, 81 meters? Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, math learners, in order for you to answer this, you can go back to your answer in 36 so that you can apply the pairing. So you already have the equation there. Okay, so we have here the equation. You just solve this one by using the calculator. So let's just apply this one. So this MR here will be transposed there. Okay, so you can interchange this one. So we have MR here and then the sine 10 there. So you can just transpose this one. All right, so by doing so, that will be sine 135 over sine 10. Then you just multiply it to 20. Okay, I'll just show you how to do that in the multiplication. So that would be 135 sine, okay, divided by 10 sine. And you just put equals. And then the answer for that one can be multiplied by 20. Okay, you just multiply it by 20 and the answer would be 81.44. So now let's check whether we have an 81.44 in our choices. Okay, so we have 81 here. So therefore, we already answer this problem, my dear math learners. All right. Okay, so let's check whether we are correct. Okay, we are correct, my dear math learners. So, of course, just applying what we have learned earlier, we are connecting our solutions in order to get and to complete the answers for each question. Now, let us go to question number 38. Now, another given here is the same problem, but the same scenario, but a different problem. How far does Lara will travel to reach the rest house, and by how many meters? Is she nearer to the rest house than Milton? Okay. Is it A, Lara 35, 8 meters nearer? B, Lara is 49:17 nearer? Lara is 49:14 nearer? Okay, Lara is 60. Now, I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, so let's just copy what happened to the scenario of Lara and Milton, and this is the drawing, right? Now, earlier we have answered the problem that this one here is 135 degrees by the linear pair. And the value that we had is 81 meters. Okay, so what is unknown right now is this one, the opposite of the sine 35. Okay, so we can apply still the law of sines, and that is sine 35 over x. Okay, and then the pair here, we can use this one, the 81 and 135. So, sine 135 over 81. So, as you can see, this one and this one, they can interchange, okay? You can interchange them by the use of the property for proportion. So, this will become sine 35 over sine 135 equals x over 81. So, you can divide this one and then multiply it by 81, or you can multiply 35 to 81 and then divide it by sine 135. But we will just do this in the calculator first and then we multiply it to 81. That is way easier than cross multiplying first. Okay, so let us show our calculator. So that is 35 sine divided by 135 sine of that one and then equals. So that is 0.81119 multiply. So that is the answer for this one. Okay, so what we need to do is we multiply it by 81. Okay, by multiplying it by 81, you have 65.7, or if rounded off, that is 66. So we already have here 66, and if 66 you subtract it to 81, that is 15 meters difference. Okay, so we already have answered our problem. Let us check whether we are correct. All right, we are correct, my dear math learners. Now, that might be a very challenging way of solving, but I hope you still have the passion to solve it, because once you get the correct answer, it is very fulfilling, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 39. In a triangular playground with sides 100, 115, and 140, the lamp post will be installed on the corner where the lamp covers wide range. What is the measurement of the largest angle? Okay, is it A, 45, B, 54, C, 81, or D, 105? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, math learners, in order for you to answer question number 39, what you need to do here is to apply the law of cosine. Why? Because it is already given the three measurements of the sides, the 100, the 115, and the 140, and that is the SSS case. And if we will be applying the pairing of 140 and the angle, the theta, for that scenario, because it is asking for the largest angle, and the largest angle is opposite to the largest side. So you just apply the formula a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine capital A. And your unknown here is this one, the capital A. Okay, your A here will be the 140 squared. Your B will be the 100. You can interchange this one. They are just the same. And your C is 115 squared minus 2 times 100 times 115 cosine A. Alright, then you just apply that one. You follow or you use the calculator, and basically you will be getting the value of 81 degrees. Alright, so it could be took us some time to solve this one by one. So you can just have 140 squared minus the sum of this one, okay? And then the answer for that, you divide it by the product of 2 times 100 times 115. Then after that, you get the inverse cosine function in order to get the angle of that one. So the correct answer is 81. Alright, my dear math learners. Now let us go to the last question. Okay, question number 40. Given still the same situation, what will be or find the area of the triangular playground? Is it A, this one, B, this one, C, this one, or D, this one? It is in square feet because we are talking about the area of a triangle. Alright, so I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, math learners, in order for you to solve this one, what you need to do is to apply the formula in getting the area of a triangle. But in this case, you cannot apply what you have learned in the elementary, the base times height over 2, because the base and the height here is not given for the triangle. But instead, the 3 sides of the triangle is given. So how do you get the area of a triangle given the 3 sides? What you need to apply is the Heron's formula. Now, if you can remember in your lesson the Heron's formula says that you need to get the value of S. The S is obtained when you add the first, the second, and the third side, divide it by 2. So in this case, 100 plus 115, that is 215. 215 plus 140, that is 355 divided by 2. And then the answer for that is 177.5. So that will be the value of your S. Once you obtain the S, you can now apply the Heron's formula, and the Heron's formula is given as the square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. So in this case, 177.5 minus 100, 177.5 minus 115, 177.5 minus 140, and then you multiply the 4 factors, and then the answer of that, you get the square root, and that will be your final answer for this problem. Okay, let's just multiply it. So in using the calculator, so 177.5 times the subtraction of 100, so that is 77.5, multiplied again by the subtraction of this one, so that will give you 62. So 62.5, so times 62.5, and then again you multiply here the 140. So if this is subtracted with 140, that will give us 37.5. So you multiply again 37.5, and that will be your answer. Then you get the square root of that one, and you have 5,678. So the correct answer is letter A, my dear math learners. So let's check whether we are correct. Yes, we are correct, my dear math learners. Now, if you have some questions about our topic for today, I hope you can also ask me through the comment section below. Now, by just finishing these 40 questions we have, my dear math learners, I would like to congratulate you, because right now you are ready for your examination. If you do have some confusions, you can go back to our topics earlier and review yourself. Okay? This has been your YouTube Edu Creator Math Teacher Ash, always reminding you that it is fun to learn mathematics if we are together learning. Thank you so much. God bless and keep safe always.